So we're back for the first episode of Season 2 of 3 with Middlesbrough back up in the Premier League. Gotta have a shirt on. Let's get into the game. And so we ended it with the end of the transfer window in the last episode. We've brought in one more player since then. Manuel Lanzini joins us on loan from West Ham. We're paying 40 grand a week of his 100 grand a week wage. Can you believe it? So they're still paying over 50% of his wages. We're playing 40%. Obviously, it's 100 grand a week wage. I just thought, can't really pass up on him. He's normally pretty bad with injuries, but in terms of his actual injury history, it's not been too bad, to be honest. If you look at, other than that, when he had that long layout in real life with his damaged cruciate ligament, it's not been too bad. So I'm happy to get him in. They just haven't really played him. I don't know why. He went to Aston Villa on loan last year, did okay. Only played 10 games. I think he'll be absolute wonders for us. It gives a bit of competition in the attacking midfield row for Anthony Codic as well. And we've got our schedules released. We're starting in the Premier League, 2 promoted clubs on the telly. We're away at Ellen Road, so it'll be a very tough. Obviously, Leeds gave us a bit of a spanking last year in the Championship, but and then straight into Arsenal, brilliant. And Man City, brilliant. We've got a little bit of a tough run somewhere down here, I think it is, where it goes, Arsenal, Leeds, United, and then Chelsea's obviously tough. Then it goes Liverpool, Man City, Watford, Everton, Brighton to finish the season. So, yeah, it's not going to be easy. I mean, we just want to survive this season, don't we? We want to survive. We've got this year and one more year to do the best we can with Middlesbrough in this save. So if you haven't seen the last episode, then these are the people we bought in with our bonkers money that you get in the Premier League. Roman Sades has come in to play as a libero because we play 3 at the back. Sam Byram has come in as another option as our right wing back. Rodell Richards was brought in on a free by the director of football, Zlatko Zahovic. Eric Bailly joins from Man United as another option at centre-back, which I think will be really good. Sean Longstaff joins for a quite elevated fee of 19 million, but gives us a very good option in the centre of midfield. Borja Moreo joins from Real Madrid. Very excited to see what he can do in the team. He's going to have to start on the bench though, because Assombalonga and Fletcher did very well last year. Ante Codic joins for 6.5 million as an attacking midfielder where we needed some players. And that's it, because we've just shown you Lanzini. On the outs, we sold Patrick Redding, don't know who he is. Rice Thomas was a youngster, don't really care about him. Marvin Johnson left for a free to Sunderland. Darren Fletcher moved to Stade Bordeaux, 190k. Matty English moved to Southampton, 675k. George Saville moved to Sheffield United for 5 million. Clayton moved to Preston for 1.1. And that was about it. In terms of releasing people, we released Gisted from his transfer. He has not been picked up by anybody. Make of that what you will. And Johnny Howson got released as well. He is still a free agent as well. And Lucio became a member of staff for us after having a pretty decent season for someone who was 41. So, yeah, very happy with that. But we will be back after the first month of fixtures. We'll see you when September ends. No, we won't. We'll see you when September begins, generally. I was trying to put in a Green Day. Is it Green Day that sung When September Ends? Yeah, it was Green Day. But we'll be back after the game against Man City to see how much we've been pummeled by. See you then. Okay, so we're coming back a little bit earlier so we can drink this in. Middlesbrough go top of the Premier League. Can you believe it? I mean, yeah, we've just beat Arsenal 1-0, as you do. Ignore that. Ignore this. I mean, I'm putting my hand up. That's not going to block it, is it? Ignore the fact that our goalkeeper got man of the match and got a 7.6 and saved 10 shots, which is unheard of in Football Manager. But we played really well, and we've played 2 games, and we've won them both, and we haven't conceded a goal. And we've played Arsenal, who are really good, and we had a sellout as well. The fans would have loved that. An 88th minute, we shithoused our way to that win. It was brilliant. 2-0, smashed. We smashed Leeds. Ante Codic, Codic, I don't know how you'd say it, scored this lob. Hopefully it loads. It was, what a way to introduce yourself in the game. Over the top, Codic is in. Look at that. Outside, it was about, 30 yards out? 25, 30 yards out? And he just, it was just beautiful. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Right, we'll be back. for a potential result against top of the table clash Man City. Are they even up here? No, they're not. They're down in 7th. It'll be easy. We'll see. We'll be back for the at the end of August. See you then. So the end of August is here, and what brings you back down to earth after beating Arsenal? Losing to Watford 2-1 and getting absolutely hammered 4-0 by Man City. Eric Bailly didn't help us off, did he? Sent off after 17 minutes. Lovely stuff. But we're mid-table. We're in 10th, which is absolutely brilliant. I mean, I would take that. We're 2 points above Man United. So make of that what you will. It's going very, very well, I would say. To be in 10th after the first month of the season, I'm very happy with that. However, looking at the squad, I think it is now an international break, but we have lots of people unavailable, yeah. Oh, God, I bigged him up, didn't I? No, he's not injury prone. He'll be great. He'll be fine. 3 months out with a torn calf muscle. In his first start as well, which is wonderful. So he made... no, he actually came off the bench because he hasn't started for us yet. 3 sub-appearances and then, yeah, got injured. But stats-wise, appearances-wise, Lewis Wing and Dan Randolph are the only people that have appeared in every single game as starters. Eric Bailly, Sean Longstaff and Mark Bowler have all appeared in 5 as well, but they've had 1 substitute appearance. Everyone's doing all right. Goals, we have 2 for Brewster, 1 for right wing Justil, 1 for left wing back Boller, and 1 for Corrich as well. So not scoring as many as I'd like. Assist-wise, it's 2 for Justil, 1 for Brown, 1 for Boller, and 1 for Fletcher. Average rating-wise, the best player at the moment in the club is Marcus Brown, but he's only played 1 game. So over 4 games is Ante Colic, which is good. It's what you want from your big money signings. He wasn't that much money, but it's going okay at the moment. We've got a few tweaks we need to sort out. I mean, the likes of Borja Morejo, yeah, he's been pretty terrible, to be honest. I think he just needs to score. That's all he needs. He just needs to go and score, which is easier said than done when you look at his track record. But he'll be fine. He'll come good eventually. Hopefully. But yeah, so it's not too bad at the moment. We're in 10th. We'll be back when September ends. There we go. Then I can use that quote. September has ended, as Green Day once sang, and we've massively tumbled down the divisions. We find ourselves in 14th after our positive start. Yeah, it's not gone brilliantly. We're just, to be honest, we're struggling to score goals. And where I went, clean sheets, woo! Yeah. That 4-0 loss to Man City, I think, showed other teams that we're not very good. We beat Brighton 2-0, which was great. Another goal for Codic and the left wing back Boric. And then, wow, what a terrible run. We lost 2-0 to Everton. Moyes, Keane and Sigurdsson scored for them. Then we lost 3-0 in the League Cup to Man United. Disappointing. Then we lost 4-1. We got absolutely smashed. We were 1-0 up inside 22 seconds. And then the game just completely disappeared from us. And we've just lost a very close game, actually, 2-1 to Tottenham. They got 2 goals. We got 1 back through Brewster. Generally, though, it's not going brilliantly. So October has actually started. But I think we'll go all the way through till the end of November and see how we're getting on in the next bit. But goals-wise, again, it's not good viewing at the moment. 3-2-2, 1-1. We're just not scoring enough goals. We haven't even got anyone injured either that's not there, that's not scoring goals. Assist-wise, Boller, the wing-back's getting assists as you would expect. Appearances-wise, Lewis Wing and Randolph, again, are the only 2 that are consistently in the team. We're selling Paddy McNair for 8.25 million. He's moving to Copenhagen. So we'll get a bit more funds and wage bill to play with in January to try and bolster the squad a little bit. But we do have to remember we only just got promoted. That the beginning of the season was a bit of a false dawn, I think, and this is a bit more realistic of it. Now, they're delighted we're developing players using the club's youth system. They're delighted that we've signed players under the age of 23 and that we haven't signed anyone over the age of 30. We're playing possession football. They're satisfied. Defensively solid football, satisfied. Not too sure how. And make the most of set pieces, satisfied. Play high tempo press. We're doing that a lot. We're on course for the wage budget. We've got into the 3rd round, so they were happy with that, even though we got knocked out. And they're very pleased that we are continuing to fight bravely against relegation. We've had a team meeting, which has just made morale absolutely wonderful. So hopefully, when we come round to the games against West Ham, Leicester and Sheffield United, we have something to shout about. And then hopefully, when we come back after the Burnley game to go through a little review, we'll all be roses. That's the plan. So as the end of November rolls around, it's going alright actually. 14th still in the league. We've sort of don't know what Rude's barking at. We've sort of plateaued a bit, and we're in our sort of position. I'd guess we're beating teams you'd expect us to beat, drawing with teams we'd probably expect to draw against, and losing to teams you'd expect us to lose against. So, excuse me. We've lost to Spurs 2-1, beat West Ham 3-0 after they got Dejan Lovren sent off. Brilliant. Leicester lost to Leicester 1-0, drew with Sheffield United, who are playing pretty well. Moral scored, and then he scored again against Liverpool, and then he scored again against Bournemouth. He didn't score against Burnley, but Ashley Fletcher did. But it's not going too badly, to be honest. Rude's just wandering around, having a little look at me. But before we we've got December to go, and then into the January transfer window. We've got Southampton in the third round. I just wanted an easy tie. But we're doing all right. I forgot how much money you get in the Premier League. We started, look at this, profit. This season, profit, £13 million. We haven't done nothing. We've done nothing. We've just been playing our games like normal, and we've got £13 million profit. It's ridiculous how much money you get in the Premier League. I think we were like, well, where were we there? £20 million in the red. And we've already nearly cleared that debt already. It is ludicrous. And I cannot wait to get more money in the next transfer window to improve this squad and see where we finish. But overall, though, it is going pretty well. Randolph still hasn't missed a game. Coric is scoring goals a bit more now, which is good. Moro's up there with 3. There's the difference between the Championship and the Premier League in Football Manager is clearly strikers. And we really, really, really need someone that can just put the ball in the back of the net. We create quite a few chances, we really do. But it's more just we're not putting them away. Now, there is an issue in Football Manager of one-on-ones, which has been widely publicised in the Football Manager community. So what I'm trying to do is now train all my strikers to go round the goalkeeper when they're through one-on-one. So we'll see if that works. But we'll be back for the final part of this episode at the end of December, after the Leicester game. We'll see you then. So it's the end of the year, and we're going to be in 15th position as we go into 2021, which means we've got only a year and a half left of this save. So it's not been brilliant, but we are still 8 points ahead of the relegation spot. So it's not really bad. The only thing I'm worried about is this. Defensively solid football, we've been conceding loads, and make the most of set pieces. I just don't like that. Why have they introduced that? It's just rubbish. But we're going okay. We're going okay if we look at the league table. So that 2-2 with draw with Burnley. We lost to Norwich 1-0. Then we lost to Chelsea 2-1 after going 1-0 up. It was all very depressing. 2-2 against Brentford after being 1-0 up and then 2-1 up. Lost 4-0 to Man United. Got absolutely smashed. Aston Villa 2-1. A good performance. We had 2 goals disallowed for VAR, and then Leicester, we had 3 goals disallowed for offside with VAR, and threw away a lead. They just changed something tactically that I couldn't read, and they got the win 2-1. Very annoying. But we go into the second half of the season in high spirits. Christmas has been relatively nice. Everybody's got good morale. We're going to get a bit of money from the Paddy McNair deal. The finances are looking more positive, so I might ask the board for a bit of money, see if they give us some money to spend. And then we need to figure out who we're going to give contracts to, because we've got quite a few people expiring at the end of this season. In terms of goals then, this is our problem. We are not scoring goals. We need a goal scorer in January to come and help us out. Now, the problem with that is that there isn't many goal scorers around who are available for transfer. So if we look at transfer list and go strikers, go all the way to the top, we'll go by value. I mean, Alexis Sanchez could probably get us goals. Iheanacho may be able to get us goals. And then it's sort of it's not very good. I mean, Andy Carroll. Pop Andy Carroll up front. Why not give it a go? Josip Drmic. I mean, he's got good stats, but whether he'll actually score the goals or not, I do not know. But yeah, it's very interesting. It's been a interesting step up, and the tactics haven't always been the best. We're sticking with the 3-5-2 though, because I think it does. Its positives are very, very positive. I mean, I think it was the Chelsea game. If we take the Chelsea game for example, and look at the detailed match stats, we restricted Chelsea to 2 half chances of which they scored the goal. Had 1 clear cut ourselves. So we don't have very good. Well, we've got weak players. That's the difference between us just getting promoted and everything like that. We couldn't replace the whole team, and we're never going to do that. I mean, Aston Villa, clear-cut chances, 6. We had 6 clear-cut chances and only scored 2 goals. I think it was it the Leicester game as well after that one, where we created quite a lot. So clear-cut chances 2, half chances 2. We actually gave them quite a lot of clear-cut chances in that game. Darren Radolph had a good game. We do create chances, we really do. It's just strikers are different. Of like 5 clear-cut chances, and we're just not putting them away. Even though Mayoral did score on that one, but yeah, it's just I don't know if Ashley Fletcher's up to the task. Britta Sombalonga is just cannot cut it at the Premier League. 1 goal in 16 games. Yeah, he's not good enough. It's just not very good. It's just not very good. Ryan Brewster's been the best with 5. Ashley Fletcher's up there with 2. Where's Mayoral with 4? I mean, yes, it's just not. It's not working very well, and we've had to look at the tactics side of things. I mean, it's not. If I just clear this away, we actually get. If we go Says, who I've bought to play in the libero, and then we get Eric Bailly here. Oh, they don't have it anymore. They did have a link that said, unless we need a full squad. Let's just try. Yeah, so they get Wing and Longstaff, my 2 preferred central midfielders, get this link that says they're not very good when they're playing together in those roles. And then if we put Says in here, he gets the same with Eric Bailly. It's really annoying. Look, Eric Bailly and Romain Says have played fairly poorly when paired and are not a good partnership in their selected roles. Now, I don't know if we change that to a box-to-box. I mean, yeah, there's still issues. And that would make us far too attacking, to be honest. So we have to consider that and look into that. So Sains haven't been playing as a libero too much at the moment. I think Sam Byram hasn't been the best buy, although he's not been too bad when he's come in. He's performed okay. Coulson as a backup left wing back is pretty crap, which means there's a lot of emphasis on Bolla to play a lot, and he's sort of doing okay. The problem we've got is we don't have any money, and we don't really have enough players to sell. Paddy McNair obviously joining Copenhagen in January, but yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. Finances wise, 1.8 million in the bank. We've made quite a profit, as I alluded to last month, or last bit of this episode. Club Vision we've looked at, Club Info. There's still lots of chat about Steve Gibson selling the club, but it's all being quashed quite early on. But yeah, we'll have to have a look. Dynamics-wise, everything's still positive, so that's all right. But we'll leave this episode here. Come back for the 2nd episode of Season 2 of Back to the Prem with Middlesbrough. But for now, I'm out. Cheers.